Hello, people. Hello, Instagram. Sorry, I'm trying to fix you. Hello, hello, hello. Facebook. This is my new Facebook account. It's very exciting, can I just say? I've been having all sorts of problems with the old one. So here we are. And hello, Instagram. So something about me is I have audiences across all platforms, which is one thing that I love to teach you guys how to do. So you will find that sometimes when I'm live, you see me going like this. It's because I'm reading comments from different platforms. So what I wanted to talk to you about today, first of all, for all of my new Facebook friends and followers, thank you for coming across. It's been like a journey, but I feel good starting fresh. It's a new year, and it was time just to be like, you know what? We're going to do this fresh. So something about me is I'm a certified business trainer, and I specialize in social selling, so online services, and I've created courses as well around it that you can do at your own time. I also have 4 businesses, and some are in direct sales network marketing. I freaking love the industry, and I love training the industry. I train lots of direct sales companies, corporate as well, and they hopefully distribute my training to their promoters and distributors. So that is what I do in a nutshell. And I love to come live every day, Monday to Friday, for about 5 to 10 minutes and just give you guys some little golden nuggets that could help with your business. Sometimes I jump on and I do a little bit of quirkiness, craziness. I'm big into fitness. I just love helping people as well. So you'll hear me talk about autism. I'm an ASD mama and a few things like that. And I really want you guys to get to know me. So hello, hello. I cannot see comments over there on my new Facebook for some reason. Hello, Instagram. Thank you for commenting. I can see you guys joining now. So what I wanted to quickly run through today is 5 tips to get more engagement on your Reels. If you are not using Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, or TikTok, you're living in another world. If you have any form of an online business, that's exactly what you need to be doing, because people love to get to know you, and Reels is where you can really create content that people get to know you, and more so short form videos are actually what is trending. And if you are using that feature, all 3 platforms will actually show your content more. So the first one to get more engagement on your Reels is to use them. Just kidding. That's not one of them. I'm going to run through them now. Number 1, actually, drop me a number 1, because this is probably more for you guys that are new. Drop number 1 if you are watching this as I'm live on both platforms. Drop me a number 2 if you're watching the replay, and drop a 3 if you are a new follower or friend of mine that hasn't seen any of my trainings yet. I don't like to take up too much of your time. I like to kind of get to the point. So, hey Cheryl, so you guys can move on with your day, because I'm not the person that sits there, and although I can talk and train for hours on end, it's kind of, we just don't have an attention span for it anymore. So this seems to work better. Rather than me go live and do an hour training once a week, I prefer to do 5 to 10 minutes every single day. We have some new people. That is awesome. Thank you for joining. So my first tip for getting more views, getting more engagement on your Reels. Now, you notice I corrected what I said then, because it's not about the views, right? You could have thousands of people watching something of yours, but not one person presses the like button, presses the comment button, or gives you a follow or buys anything from you. So what's the point, right? I would prefer to have 10 people engaging on a Reel than have 10,000 seeing something. I have had Reels. My highest Reel has gone to 4.5 million, and that was fabulous. However, it was just a funny, quirky one. It gave me a lot of following, right? Gave me a lot of following, but I'm not actually sure how many of that actually converted to anything, because it wasn't actually value adding. I mean, it was, if you look at the fact, it was really, really funny one, and I was being my authentic self and joking, so that was fabulous. However, you kind of, with the way of the world at the moment and the way that the Reels are getting flooded, because everybody's realized they need to be doing them over the last couple of years, you do need to stand out, but at the same time you need to convert and close with whatever business you're doing, okay? So my first thing is another tip to get your Reels more engagement. There's kind of like there are 2 parts to it. Use your voice. So when you create Reels, you can use other people's voices, which is totally fine. You can go, I do it all the time. But every now and then also use your voice, because then that becomes authentic, and whichever platform you're on, they're going to look at that like, oh, Oh, that's pretty good. She's actually being authentic and she's creating something herself. So try using your own voice. If you don't know how to do that, that's a whole training for another day. Hi, Kat. Thanks for jumping on. The second part to that is if you are going to use audio, use trending audio. Trending audio, if you're on Instagram, it will give you like a kind of like a blue mark next to it. If you don't know any of these things that I'm saying, again, it's a training for another day. Please let me know if you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, because then that also gives me the content that I need to create to help you guys, my audience, okay? So on all platforms have like trending audio, or it will just, the simplicity of it is if you're scrolling your For You page on all three platforms and you keep hearing the same sounds being used a lot, generally that's a trending sound, and then if you're one of the first ones to jump on a trending sound, your reels will be shown more, which is therefore going to give you more engagement because you're going to have more eyes on your post, and as long as you do these next few things as well, it's really going to help your reel out. So the second thing is watermarks. Now, what is a watermark? If you do not know, a watermark is when you download a reel from Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and it has the logo down the bottom. So the Instagram one comes up down the bottom, as does the TikTok logo. Now, Instagram and Facebook are owned by the same person, so they don't care so much if you have a Facebook reel with an Instagram logo on it, because it's owned by Meta, so they really don't care. However, the worst thing you can do for your business is use one of your TikToks with the TikTok logo, download it, and then upload it to use as a reel on Facebook or Instagram, because that will absolutely kill views, therefore engagement on your Facebook or Instagram account. It's exactly the same as you would never see people in Kmart wearing selling Target things, okay? They don't want their competitor stuff blasted all over their platform. So think about that. So that's something else that you need to be really, really careful of. Hey, Rach. So with that, there is apps that you can actually remove a watermark. There's so many of them, depending on if you're in the Play Store, if you're Android, or if you're on the Apple Store. You can literally type in watermark remover. There are so many that comes up. If you do it in Instagram, you can actually download it first before you post it. Once you've created your reel, there's a little arrow kind of pointing down. If you press that, it will download it. Then that won't have a watermark on it yet because it hasn't been posted. With TikTok, I love to use one called Watermark Downloader. There's quite a few of them. If you go into whichever program and you just type in watermark remover, it will give you a ton of them. And to be honest, a lot of them end up getting banned because that's not what TikTok or Instagram want you to do. They don't want you to be able to remove the logo. They want you to have to recreate it, okay? But I'm all about recreating. I'm all about repurposing content. However, you need to remove the watermark. Otherwise, it's honestly a waste of your time. Yes, Rach, we are doing so good over here. I just was saying I started my new Facebook off. So if you guys are on Facebook, I'm on the new one, which is very exciting. And Kat's on there too. Hello, I can see you guys over there. There's a few of you on Facebook. Okay, so the third one is hashtags. Now, hashtags are a very individual preference. Some creators will tell you that don't use hashtags, they're so outdated. Some will tell you that they are not outdated. 5-6 years ago, they were all the rage. You had to use your hashtags, and that's how people would find you. So if you don't know much about a hashtag, you can create your own hashtag. So you can also then search up your hashtag and you can see all of your content. You could be really interested in, I'm going to say something really random here, green ribbon, for example. Let's just say you're excited. I don't even know where that came from. You love looking up green ribbon, okay? You can search by hashtag green ribbon. So that's what it's used for. It's used for people to find you and for you to also find your audience, because who is your niche audience is a whole nother training, which I would love to do. There's a whole lot of another trainings coming. But hashtags, I still use them. I just don't use as many as I used to. I am sitting in the middle with hashtags. So a lot of people are like, that's not how people are going to find you, because how they actually will find you is with words, keywords that you're using in your caption. That's another way that people can find you, and that seems to be taking preference on a lot of the platforms at the moment. However, I still love using hashtags because I will try and find people that like green ribbon, for example. So I will go that way with it. So if I'm still using it, imagine how many other people are still using it. So that's kind of up to you. I just don't think you need to use 30 anymore. That's just me. Isn't it green team? It was. No, Friday was green team day, but that challenge is finished, Cheryl. She knows. See, that's probably where I got green ribbon from. She knows me so well. And then the fourth one is, if you can, when you're creating your reels, I get bored if I'm watching somebody do the same thing over and over. And what I mean by that is, if I am doing a reel and I am sitting in this spot every single time, and you see me sitting in exactly the same spot every single time, that is boring. And that also on your feed, because you know how reels get posted to your feed, looks boring to people. Okay, what actually the platforms like is they like you being able to move around a bit more. Now, here's the reason. So if you can film a reel and you can do the first 5 seconds facing this way, and then you do the next 5 seconds facing this way, or something like that, just to move a bit if you have the time, that's actually more so it catches your audience's connection for longer. Because if I'm moving around like this every 5 seconds and saying words, you guys are going to be looking at me like, oh, what's she doing? Oh, and I'm instantly like this in your face, right? Whereas if I'm just saying the same thing or the same reel, which goes for 20 seconds looking this way, the viewer's going to swipe off it and they're going to go to the next one. Swipe, I can't remember which way you swipe. Swipe off and they're going to go to the next one. So for more engagement, you want to keep your audience engaged longer. So those tiny changes to camera angles and things like that, and also a second thing, which I probably could have done a list of 10 things, to be honest. The colors of the words that you put, they matter as well. The text that you use, that matters as well. If you center it or have it off to the left, that matters as well. There's so many different things. So I want you guys to just try different things and start seeing what reels get you more engagement. The fifth and the final one is call to action. So here's the thing. It's kind of like the hashtag thing. With a call to action, we love to say things like, there's a link in the bio. Actually, for Facebook people, can you let me know in the comments, did my pinned comment come up saying, it's just a new feature that's come up and I wanted to see if it works, saying that if you enjoyed these tips, don't forget to hit follow or friend request me. Just let me know, just yes or no if that came up, whoever's viewing. So with a call to action, that's basically a call to action. If you enjoy this, don't forget to hit follow, or comment, or love, or link in the bio, follow for more. Call to action, telling someone to do something. You should be doing that on every single post you do, not just your reels, okay? Every single post you do, like me with this live. It did come up. Hi, Steph. Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad that came up. So that's the kind of thing that it needs, because if you're a person, I'm going to say this nicely to all of us, some of us are dumb, me included. And what I mean by that, I always love those books that they bring out about to use the internet for dummies and how to do this for dummies, because even though they call us a dummy, sometimes we just don't have the knowledge of a subject, otherwise we'd all be geniuses, right? So you need to instruct people what to do. So they're watching you, right? But you need to tell them, you need to assume everyone's a dummy. So if you're going to take anything from this, Lauren basically just called everybody a dummy. Think of everybody as a dummy. They don't know what to do. They've just seen this. They love what you did. You made them laugh, or I added value to your life. You've seen me. You're like, she's a badass business girl. I want to follow her, right? You've got to tell them what to do. So assume everybody is a dummy. That's going to be like my tagline from now on. Assume everyone's a dummy. Send me some love hearts if you like that. So that was another one. Did you hear that? That was another one. They just come out of my mouth at the moment. I'm telling you guys what to do. Why am I telling you guys what to do? Yes, it's a live, not a reel, but it still means exactly the same thing. I'm telling you guys to engage with me. I want you guys to comment. I want you guys to post. That's why when we introduce ourselves, I say, drop a 1 if you're watching me on the replay, drop a 2 if live. Where are you from? Tell me what you're doing. Because in the internet, social media is all about engagement. I could have 100 of you watching this, not one of you comments or not one of you does anything. What's that going to do to the platform? That's going to tell the platform that I don't have content that's valuable. And what the platform wants is you to be creating valuable content, so you're engaging with people more, and therefore they're staying on their platform, okay? So if you're not doing that, why are they going to show you stuff? You have to remember something. With the social media platforms, we don't pay them to use it, right? We don't pay them to use it. People pay for ads because people stay on the platform, so they reward people that help them with that. Okay, I hope that all made sense. If you guys love that, let me know. I love just reading Rachel's comment. It's on me too. Every day my mum and dad do the shark quiz online. They ask me Yes, that would be me too. We tried to play Wordle when we were away on holidays. Drop a 1 in the comments if you've ever played Wordle. Drop a 2 if you have no idea what I'm talking about. We just tried to play it as a family, and we just ended up like so confused, because when you have to try and do those things, and I'm a really intelligent person. I am a super intelligent person, but we can't all be really, really good at everything. We can't, right? That's why you have people like myself that are certified in things, to come on here and be able to tell you things. Oh, hey, Anne. Yes, absolutely. Just watch back on it. So I'm just doing a lot of business tips, which is what I love to do. So again, my call to action for you guys, I hope you guys have loved this. I hope you guys have learned something. Please feel welcome to share this, because what helps me, every day, 5 to 10 minutes, I'm coming onto both platforms to be able to drop all of these tips for you, for nothing but to add value in your life. So what tells me you love it, and what keeps me doing it, is if you share it, if you engage with it when you see me, if you send me love hearts, if you say, Loz, you're amazing, thank you so much. That's actually what fills my cup. And it is my dharma in life. It is my whole purpose, is to add value to you guys and to teach you all how to be badass business owners as well. Have a fabulous day, everybody, and thanks for the love, guys. See you later.